It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night on Cat Country 106.3 FM. High school basketball. River Valley Panthers versus the Penns Manor Comets. Tonight's game is sponsored by Hutton Blues Insurance, S&T Bank, Dean's Diner, Indiana Regional Medical Center and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Luther Ford Lincoln, La Mantia Produce, by Marion Center Bank, Joyce Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Young and Associates, the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, and by First Commonwealth Bank. Now let's go courtside for an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night on Cat Country 106.3 FM.
The road to the KCAC kicks off tonight with a big Heritage Conference West matchup featuring the River Valley and the Penns Manor girls, two teams vowing to secure their spot at the KCAC, and the race in the West is tighter than ever. Marion Center leading the way, River Valley behind them a half game back, and Penns Manor and Homer-Center a half game back behind them at 4-2. Should be a good one tonight as we continue to cover Heritage Conference basketball. Welcome into the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Glad to have you along. Jake Slebodnick joining you from Penns Manor High School here in Clymer. And this is probably one of the biggest matchups of the night. The other one is on our sister station, WCCS. We mentioned the West standings for the Heritage Conference in girls basketball. Marion Center leading the way. The Stingers, you always count them out, but they come right back. They will not go away. They are hosting the Homer-Center Wildcats, who are a half game back of the River Valley Panthers, who are here tonight. And they're also tied with Penns Manor, who are here tonight. You got all those notes down? Hope you do. If not, we'll be reassuring you that throughout the rest of the night. We'll be covering the standings updates throughout the weeks on your hometown radio stations. But tonight, one team could gain some separation while the other will have a deeper hole to dig themselves out of. For the River Valley Panthers, they were at the KCAC last year. A little bit of a different year this year. Lost a couple of their bigs underneath. And so they've had to almost reformulate their offensive game plan, but that's picked up here in recent weeks. On a bit of a hot streak, that is. They coming off a tournament championship at Apollo Ridge where they beat Derry in the first game, then the hosting Apollo Ridge team in the championship. In that game, they outscored them 30-4 in that first quarter, forced 10 turnovers. Really, Panthers just dominated the floor, and they easily won the championship, that is. And Penns Manor Comets, they're coming off a split at the Central Cambria tournament, my stomping grounds. They fell to the hosting Central Cambria Red Devils on Wednesday, 53-45, but then beat Everett 51-28 to take third place in that tournament. Both teams 7 wins apiece coming into tonight. 4 wins in the Heritage Conference. 1 loss separates these two, hence why they are a half game back. And as we look at the road to the KCAC, we talked about the West matchups. Let's take a look at the East. Newcomers Conemaugh Township and Conemaugh Valley roll the East. Township is 6-0. Valley is 5-1. Portage and Northern Cambria are both 4-2. United, who is considered to be one of the favorites, is 3-2. And Cambria Heights is 1-6. The rest of the standings in the West, Purchase Line and West Shamokin both 1-5. Just looking to dig themselves out and find some late season momentum. And should things magically work in their favor, they could find their way to the Heritage Conference, but they got a lot of work to do, and they got a lot of wishing to do with the other teams. But really, it's that's not right. No, I looked at the wrong paragraph. Portage actually does top the East at 6-0. United is in second place at 5-1. Cambria Heights is 3-3. Township's 2-4. Northern Cambria, Conemaugh Valley both winless. Where did I get that? I'm reading one of our recaps on your hometown radio stations, and there's 2 stanzas within the East. That's why. I was reading the East standings for the boys. That makes sense. Whereas the girls' Portage does top the standings. Thought that looked a little off, but rest assured, Portage does lead the East. Them and United would be the 2 favorites for the East. And for the West, it'd be Marion Center and River Valley. That's why we would stack up if the road to the KCAC ended today, and we were at the KCAC tomorrow. But there's still lots of season to go. River Valley, they finished out their December schedule strong. They finished out 2023 strong, that is. After losing 2 straight, and falling to 1-2 overall in the year, they had their game against Northern Cambria postponed December 7th. They then went on a 7-game winning streak. 2 of those, as we mentioned, came against the Apollo Ridge tournament. And they also beat Heritage Conference foes Homer-Center and Purchase Line in that mix. Purchase Line, they beat them 69-31, a little bit of a closer score than what we saw last year. Homer-Center, they beat the Wildcats 59-31. Now, the biggest thing, that was at the Homer Dome, so picking up a big Heritage Conference win on the road. Beat West Shamokin at home, and Township at home as well. Lost to United. That's their only Heritage Conference loss, and that's going to make things even interesting as we delve further into the road to the KCAC and the Heritage Conference Championship. As we all remember, River Valley won the Heritage Championship last year. Not as much of an easy run for them this year, again, with replacing two bigs underneath Anna Artley and Abby Pinus, but they've found their rhythm from beyond the arc thanks to the emergence of the Kittner sisters, Riley and Kennedy, and also Ava Perchetti, their leading scorer, returning as well. That's helped them tremendously. And then Emily Statz and Tori Faust and a couple others, including Morgan Cole, have just sort of filled some gaps and helped them in other ways than one, assists, rebounds, what have you. It's just been a different year for River Valley, but different in a good way. For Penns Manor, they return a lot of their key players from last year. Names we'll be keeping our eyes on this year, or ears on, are Sarah Steitler and Alyssa Aldemus, leading two scorers. And then you got to think about the bigs underneath, Summer Fennell and Ali Mumma. And then you got Sydney Schaefer, too, who can play guard and forward. So it's going to be an interesting matchup to see how both teams pair up against each other tonight. And we'll see how it's going to go. Again, that's coming up in just a little bit. JV game just ended. An earlier game tonight went into overtime. It's put things back slightly behind schedule. But nonetheless, we're going to reconvene and play some basketball later tonight. And this is our pregame show, counting down to tip-off tonight here at Penns Manor. Got a stacked pregame show coming for you. We'll have starting lineups for you shortly before tip-off tonight here in Clymer. And we're also going to talk with both coaches. Rick Brown will be coming up a little bit later. But coming up next, it's Jason Malosier, head coach of the Penns Manor Comets. We chatted with him last year when they came to the River Valley Steam Academy in Salzburg, but tonight we're in their territory, and he's looking to pick up a big win, set the tone for the January schedule, and help them get by and get into the top two into the road to the KCAC and maybe vouch for the Heritage Conference Basketball Championship. We'll have conversations with both head coaches coming your way next. And this is coverage of Heritage Conference Girls Basketball presented by the Indiana Regional Medical Center and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better. We're continuing with the pregame show with Coach Jason Malosier next on Cat Country 106.3.
Ever look down at your grocery cart and find all kinds of sweets and treats have jumped in there? Join the IRMC Diabetes Education Center for an educational grocery store tour on Tuesday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. at the Indiana Giant Eagle. IRMC's diabetes educators will help you locate healthier options, suggest some diabetes-friendly foods, and share healthier shopping alternatives. The tour begins in the produce section and it's free to attend. Just call 724-357-7164 to register. Space is limited, so call today.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
It's a true treasure in Blairsville, a style of eating that's rare, and that's the diner experience. Dean's Diner on Route 22 captures the mood and atmosphere of the old-fashioned family-style eating of the off-road diner. Scrumptious home-style meals you remember growing up with, capped off with Dean's Diner's famous assortment of homemade pies. Why not stop in after the game? Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Dean's Diner, Route 22, Blairsville, the classic diner eating experience.
And we're back on the pregame show with head coach Jason Malosier of the Penns Manor Comets. Coach, before we start, just want to say happy holidays to you. Hope you had a great start to the new year and a great holiday season as well. You guys are enjoying a nice start to the regular season here, and the road to the KCAC begins tonight, third day of January 2023. Let's just start by giving me your overall assessment of your team this year.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. Happy holidays to you and all the staff there, Renda, and we appreciate everything you do for us, Cat Country, and all the coverage you give us. Just want to thank you and wish you happy holidays as well. It's been up and down here to start the year, playing a lot of really good teams. So, it's sort of showed us some of the things that we're doing well and some of the things that we need to work on. So, that's what our focus has been here this last week here, we had a couple games, but a break as well. Had some time in practice to actually work on some of those things that maybe let us down a little bit in some of our losses, such as like the rebounding. We got to do a better job rebounding the basketball and limiting the other team to one chance. And obviously River Valley is going to present a great challenge for us tonight.
Coming into the season, you lost a couple of seniors, but you had a lot of star power returning, just to name a few. Sarah Steitler, your leading scorer, Summer Fennell, Alyssa Altimus. Really, I could go down the entire roster. Just a lot of these guys are returning. And after a year, that saw you guys took your lumps, but also some positive notes. How has this team sort of grown throughout the course of the year?
Yeah, I think girls have just done a really good job of putting the work in, continuing to get better. And, we talk all the time about sticking together, being a team and being able to count on each other and rely on one another. And that's something I think that they've done a really good job of. Our seniors with Sid, Sarah, and Belle, and then Alyssa and Allie, who played a lot last year along with Summer. And, I think they've done a great job of just continuing to show not only the young girls but all of us how to stick together and how to keep on working. And, hopefully we'll find a way to start pulling out some of those close games because, as you said, the road to the KCAC starts and you're going to be in for a battle and playing in a lot of close games. So hopefully that experience will come and do us a favor here down the road.
I know I haven't been here a long time, but in the short time that I've been calling games for Renda and being around you guys, one thing I notice is that Penns Manor basketball is always one of the strongest in the area, and it's always interesting when we get to this point in the season that, it seems like your team in particular and the boys team as well, they sort of just find an extra gear. Do you attribute that to the road to the KCAC, or is it just maybe now that the testing time of the season is over in December and things get really, red hot on the road to the KCAC, do you start to see a little bit different of a more positive atmosphere in the basketball team?
We talk all the time about just making sure that we're continuing to get better, taking it one day at a time, and we want to be playing our best basketball at the end of the year. So our hope is we are playing well at the beginning of the year, but we want to keep on getting better and keep improving. And that's something we've talked about with this group is we want to be winning these games early, but if we're losing some close ones, hopefully we're getting better from those games and learning, and so that we keep on building and getting better, so we're playing our best basketball at the end of the year. And I think that is a tribute to the girls and how hard they work and how they're sticking together.
What a way to kick off the new year. You guys host the defending Heritage Conference champion River Valley Panthers on your home court last year. I remember I called your guys' game at the Steam Academy, and it was a pretty tight-knit contest. And, with them losing their two leading rebounders, does it maybe even the playing field a little bit for you guys?
We know no matter what, they're going to be a great team. They're well coached and, obviously led by Ava. She's a great player, but, they have other great players as well with Stats and Faust, Kittner, and Lamania. They're starting five, and then bring some other strong girls off the bench as well. So, we know it's going to be a big test for us, and, hopefully, we're going to get better at rebounding the basketball. We're going to do a better job defensively with our assignments, and, offensively, we've got to take care of the basketball. River Valley is obviously going to want to try to apply pressure and get steals, and, they want to get out and run, and we do too, but we got to make sure that when we're doing that, we're taking care of the basketball, and we talk all the time. We want every possession to end with us shooting the basketball. Seems simple, but you can't score if you're not shooting. So we got to limit our turnovers, take care of the basketball, and on the defensive end, limit them to one shot.
Should be a very exciting game, Coach. Hey, best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you afterward.
Thanks a lot, Jake.
Coach Jason Maloja, the Penns Manor Comets. More pregame content next on Cat Country 106.3.
I can't take this cold anymore.
I feel like I'll never be warm again.
Just close your eyes and picture the beach.
I can almost hear the ocean.
Hey guys, sorry to barge in on your daydream.
Whoa, wait, is this real? Who are you?
I'm your friendly S&T banker. And no, this isn't real, but it could be. You could escape this cold and head for a tropical adventure with S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit. Just stop daydreaming and get planning your dream vacation.
Let's go!
S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Luther Ford, Lincoln, your Ford and Lincoln expert.
Indiana County's Ford leader is Luther Ford, Best New Car Dealership Award winner in the Best of Indiana County contest. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and on Admiral Perry Highway in Evansburg. Open 24/7 at lutherford.com.
Luther Ford, Lincoln, your Ford and Lincoln experts.
Today's Best Country on Cat Country 106.3.
Championship teams are made when athletes work together, and the same can be said for local businesses. The team at LaMantia Produce has been working hard to deliver fresh fruits and vegetables to the Blairsville and surrounding communities for more than 140 years. So the next time you need fresh, wholesale produce, call Michael and his team at 724-459-8100. That's LaMantia Produce, located along South Spring Street in Blairsville, a proud supporter of the River Valley Panthers. Also find them at LaMantia Produce on Facebook.
Today's Best Country on Cat Country 106.3.
And we're back on the pregame show with River Valley head coach Rick Brown. Coach, before we start, just want to say hope you had a really good holiday season and really good start to the new year. You guys are riding a little bit of a hot streak, especially after that Apollo Ridge Christmas tournament. You guys just absolutely, I hate to use this term, but mopped the floor with. It seemed like you guys got ahead early in those games and just came out on top. Take me through that tournament play before the end of the year.
Yeah, so, like I said, we're getting healthy, and that's no excuse for our play in the beginning of the year. But just knowing that we're healthy, knowing our legs are getting under us, so we can do the things we want to do. And we're going to pressure teams. We're going to run. We don't care who knows it. I mean, when you look at what we had last year with the two bigs, we didn't do as much running because we had the two bigs, so we used them as much as we could. But now that they're gone, Tori can run, with a guard. So as long as her legs hold out, and she's been getting better and better. So we want to pressure the ball, and that's what we did. I mean, against Derry, we thought we could really kind of full court pressure, two girls that could really handle the ball. So we had Kittner Ava on them. And then, Stats and them did a great job on their girls too. So just that pressure. We want to get early leads. I mean, we didn't have to run offense on Thursday night. Like, we didn't run any offense. We were just pressing, getting steals, shooting the ball, getting free throws. We didn't get to, really run a lot of offense, and I'm okay with that. So did the same thing against Apollo Ridge, they're a good team. That yard girl is really tough, so she's fantastic. We watched her the night before. So, but again, I got Riley Kittner, so if you give me Riley Kittner and I can put her on anybody, she's going to be on the best scorer for each team. So she did a fantastic job, and then I thought we really are getting better on help defense. So we were really helping on some of those cuts that they had. We were jamming cutters, the things we worked on in practice. So again, just seeing us get a little healthy and doing what we want to do, it was fun to watch. I loved every second of it. You don't have to coach that much, just turn them loose and let them go. And they were just kind of like a pack of wolves both nights. So build that good early lead. I know the starters hate it sometimes because then they're coming out in the second quarter, they're coming out in the third quarter. But, give our other girls a chance to. But I still want to press. And, I kind of learned that from Jason. Jason used to press when he was up 20, but he would have subs coming in. So you got to allow them to press in game situations too. So, the intent's not to try to run the score up. The intent's to try to get your 6 through 10 girls coming out and letting them press a little bit too so they can get used to the press. So, I thought we did a fantastic job in that tournament. So I was proud of the girls.
Calendar flips over. We're now in 2024, and January really picks up on the road to the KCAC. You guys were there last year. Do you maybe feel like that target on your back has shrunk, grown at all, or just give me your thoughts on what January basketball means to you? Yeah,
I said, I think in the early interviews, we're now the hunted because, we've kind of hopefully reached that top and we're going to stay there. So we got a little bullet on our little what am I trying to say?
Target on your back.
Target on our back. But I think coming out and losing the 2 games when we weren't healthy, and again, hate to say excuses, but losing those 2 games, everybody else kind of goes, oh, they're very beatable. I hope they do see that. I hope they do watch a United game because we were beat up. We weren't ourselves. We weren't playing together as a team. So if you want to watch that film and take away from that and try to do some of those things that United did, go for it, because we're probably twice as good as we were at that time. So I think the target was kind of there. I think it kind of shrunk a little bit when we come out of the gates 1 and 2. But I think everybody goes through that. And like I said, in Heritage, if you don't bring it every night, we didn't bring it against United. They beat us. So you got to bring it every night. So, I think that shrunk a little bit, but I think now we're building it back up. We had pretty convincing wins there our last 7 games. So hopefully some people see that and take note and know we're back, and we're going to try to defend our Heritage Conference title and our District 6 title. So that's our goal, is to defend that.
Well, you might be able to flip a couple naysayers tonight. You go up against the Penns Manor Comets. Historically, this has been a very tough battle. I mean, you and Coach Malloza are pretty good friends. And They're just as hot as you guys on the court. What's it going to take for you guys to overcome Penn's Manor, especially in enemy territory?
Well, again, I say this, and I should get paid by Jason on the side because of the PR, but, he's the best coach in the Heritage, so when you get up against him, it's fun. It's a good chess match, but it comes down to the girls performing. You hope you put them in enough situations to be successful. You hope that you practice enough of what they're going to do. But again, I said this last year, too, when we were making our run through districts and through states, you can't really change your identity too much, So I'm not going to flip everything because we're playing Jason Maloser and we're going to try to come out and do something crazy, like a box and one. So we're not going to do that. We're going to come out and we're going to play full court man press. We're going to play 100. We're going to challenge them. We're going to try to jump passes. We're going to do what we do. We can't change who we are and change our identity. Now, we can look for obviously some things that we've seen on film. If he gets that side out loop over top of us again, when they get a layup out of it, I'll absolutely lose my mind because I told the girls we're not letting that happen again. They got it again in Summer League against us, and I'm just looking at the girls like, he's been running that for like 17 years, and he still gets it, and we can't stop it. So, I ingrained that this week that we're going to sag in the paint on that one. We're going to get that over the top loop on their side out play. But, yeah, he'll come up with something. That's what's fun. I can't wait to see what he comes up with. He's always thinking ahead of the game, so will he sit in that 3-2 like he tends to do against us, or is he going to come out a little bit of man? Is he going to try to throw in a 1-3-1? So it's fun. We prepared for as much as we can for as much as we might see. But, again, I can't change, again, who we are too much. So we're gonna do what we do.
Road to the KCAC starts tonight, Coach, and let's hope for a River Valley win over the Penn's Manor Comets. Thanks for the time. We'll talk to you after.
Yeah, I hope so, and God bless you. Thank you very much. Have a great year.
Coach Rick Brown of the River Valley Panthers. More of our pregame show next on Cat Country 106.3.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Life's challenges can sometimes catch us off guard, but at Marion Center Bank, we believe in safeguarding your financial future. Introducing Ultimate ID Plus, a powerful fraud protection service that offers you peace of mind like never before. Ultimate ID Plus also keeps a vigilant eye on your social media identity and your driver's license, preventing fraudulent activities. Contact your local branch office or visit us at MarionCenterBank.com for more information. Marion Center Bank, member FDIC.
Today's Best Country on Cat Country 106.3.
And we welcome you back to the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking, counting down the minutes until tip-off between River Valley and Penn's Manor in this Heritage Conference West girls matchup. Both teams prime position to head to the KCAC, but, they both could if things change up in the West, but right now it's looking like one of these two will move forward if they keep on winning, and they look to set the tone here in early 2024. And Clymer. And glad to have you along for tonight's game. Take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First, for the hosting Penn's Manor Comets, led under the direction of head coach Jason Maloser and assisted by Justin Lamania. And starting five for them is a junior guard/forward, standing 5'9", number 3, Alyssa Aldemus. Next, a junior guard/forward and standing 5'6", number 14, Summer Fennel. A junior center, standing 5'9", number 33, Ali Mumah. And then two seniors. A 5'8" guard/forward, number 10, Sydney Schaefer. And a senior guard and forward, standing 5'6", number 5, Sarah Steitler. And the River Valley Panthers under the direction of head coach Rick Brown and Doug Smith, his assistant. They'll send out the starting five of the following, but we'll actually have the national anthem first. So we'll get the Panthers lineup to you here momentarily. Right now, time for the starting lineup, or the national anthem.
Whose stripes and bright stars
Penns Manor senior Olivia Kramer with tonight's national anthem. And resuming the starting lineups now for the River Valley Panthers, as we said, under the direction of head coach Rick Brown and assisted by Doug Smith. They send out the following. A sophomore standing 5'5", a guard, number 21, Alicia Lamantia. A junior, number 4, a guard/forward. Mainly does her work at the guard position, 5'9", number 4, Ava Perschetti. And a couple of seniors, a guard standing 5'6", number 11, Emily Statz. A guard/forward standing 5'6", number 22, Riley Kittner. And a forward standing 5'7", number 13, Tori Faust. Our officials for tonight, Doug Steve, Lou Garzarelli, and Fred Glasser. First of many River Valley broadcasts on our January schedule. And for the girls, we got a couple more toward the end of the month when they face Homer-Center at home, and then look at that, they're facing Penns Manor at home to round out the month of January just before the road to the KCAC really gets underway in the start of February. So whoever wins this one will have some good momentum heading into the meat of the January month. Those who lose will have a chip on their shoulder toward the end of the year. River Valley dressed in their black uniforms tonight with white numbers and blue trim, light blue trim that is. Penns Manor in their white uniforms, powder blue numbers, and dark blue trim. Both teams heading to their respective sides for now. River Valley the first to break theirs. And before we get underway, I want to let you know it's always good to be ranked number 1. Both these teams want to be ranked number 1, but you know who is? IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. They were voted Best Urgent Care and Walk-In Clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest, and it's no wonder, because at Urgent Care, they fast track and get you quick access to their team of medical experts, highly trained and ready to treat all minor injuries and illnesses. They're open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. It's IRMC at Chestnut Ridge off Old Route 22 in Blairsville, a part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. Going up for tonight's opening tip-off, Ava Perschetti for the Panthers. River Valley will operate right to left across your radio dial or listening device. Sally Muma will oppose her for Penns Manor. Doug Steve tosses the ball in the air. We're underway. Penns Manor winning the initial tip. Sydney Schaefer takes it across the timeline, working to her right for Summer Fennel. Looking to the corner for Allie Muma, looking to create something along the arc. Back to Muma in the corner, matched up with Faust. Looking inside. And shot attempt, no good by Alyssa Ultimus. It was blocked initially. Put back, no good by Penns Manor. Ripped down is Ultimus. Finds Muma. Jumper from about 18 feet. It's no good. Ultimus, another rebound. Muma now down to the left side corner for Schaefer. Thought about popping a 3, nothing there. Fennel up top, Muma to the right is Ultimus, and she's going to regroup up top. 30 seconds gone, no score here at Penns Manor. Fennel looking over to the right, a little bounce pass to Allie Muma. Both teams 7 wins apiece overall. Looking down to the cutting Ultimus. She gets her hands on the ball, puts it up and in. 2-0 Penns Manor. River Valley with their first offensive trip. A minute gone here in the first quarter. It's a 2-point lead for the Comets. Perschetti brings it across, quickly gives it off to Alicia Lamantia. Over to Perschetti to the left. Here's Riley Kittner. Down a little more to the left is Emily Statz. Back to Lamantia up top. Back to Statz. Had it wide open. Thought about cutting. Instead gives it to Faust. Now to the right corner for Kittner. Her shot no good. It was a long 2. And it falls into the hands of Ultimus. Fella, she got the pass off. Ball was stripped away. It's going to be a turnover for Penns Manor. Perschetti takes it half the court. Goes up hard from the left side. And she gets that to go in off the finger roll. Awkward angle, but she gets it to fall in. It's tied at 2. 6:30 to go. And Penns Manor is going to turn it over. A 5-second violation. Couldn't get the ball in time. Emily Statz will take it from the baseline right. 6:28 to go in the opening quarter. Tied at 2. Inbound pass goes to Statz, but it's tipped out of bounds by Muma. They'll regroup. Statz this time will take to the left side. And inbound pass, high arcing pass, finds Alicia Lamantia driving the right lane, dribbles between 2 defenders, dish off to Emily Statz, her shot blocked, and it's going to be Sarah Steitler coming down with it. Ultimus takes it the length of the floor, looking down low to Steitler. It goes through her hands and out of bounds. Already 3 turnovers for the Comets, 6:15 to go in the first, and we're tied at 2. River Valley a chance to take their first lead of the game. Perchetti keeping it slow across the timeline, gives it off to Stats. Here's Lemania. Perchetti trying to get free from that left elbow, nothing there. They're going to look down low to Faust. Almost got away from her, but she corrals it. Fires it back up top to Lemania. Wide open on the right post. It's Riley Kittner. Drives at the baseline. No shot opportunity. Now she's going to go from the center of the key. Dishins to Lemania. Long range two, and that shot is no good off the back iron. Stats fighting for the rebound. She saved it, and as she threw it up to herself. Riley Kittner getting the pass. Long two, and it's good. Just in front of the arc. Riley Kittner gives the Panthers a 4-2 lead. Panthers resorting to their full court press, which was effective at the Apollo Ridge tournament. Different entity here in the Heritage Conference, a lot more tougher competition. Lemania is going to draw a foul on the opposite end, trying to strip it away from Sydney Schaefer, who was cutting from the left to the right. Fred Glasser comes over and confirms the foul on Lemania. That'll be her first and River Valley's first. First for either side, really. Sydney Schaefer to inbound in front of the spectators, finds Steitler. Looking to the left corner, nothing there for Fennel. Instead regroups up top to Schaefer. Ball's tipped for the moment by Lemania, but corralled by Schaefer. Trying to get her away from her. And then a defensive foul called on Lemania. There was heavy contact about a millisecond before, but they called it as soon as she gained separation. So that's going to be Lemania's second foul, second for River Valley. 5:17 to go in the first. It's a 4-2 Panther lead. Schaefer will inbound. Looking for Ultimus. Instead, opts to Muma on the right corner. Here's up top. Schaefer almost had it swiped away, but she's able to get down for the dribble and create some room. Lemania tripped up. It's going to free Schaefer. Now she finds Muma on the center. Over to Steitler at the top of the key. To the arc for Fennel, and she drains it. 5-4. Penns Manor regains the lead. Under 5 to go at 4:48 in the first. Perchetti drives it to the right. Takes a screen. Defense collapses. She finds some freedom. 3-ball on the way, and it's no good. Nothing but air on the left side, and that's going to give Penns Manor a chance to regroup. Panthers stick up for full court press, but leading down the court, a wide open Ultimus, and she's going to take it easily. No! And miss the wide open layup. No traffic in front of her. Case of the yips as she went down. Stats gets the rebound. Shot attempt no good. Finding Perchetti. One-arm shot from the left side. It's no good. And Steitler comes down with the rebound. She's going to take it the length of the floor. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Comets. Layup from the left side. It's no good. That's Stats on the rebound. Emily across the timeline. Over to the left side post for Faust. She goes up hard. Shot blocked. And it's going to be Panther ball underneath. Good ball movement by the Panthers. They're just not getting their shots to fall so far. 4:12 to go in the first. It's 5-4 Comets. Stats off the inbound, looking up top, finding Perchetti, who's guarded heavily by Sydney Schaefer. Down to the left post for Faust, who has to overcome two defenders. Can't do it. It's ripped out of her hands. First turnover for River Valley. Muma, little trickle pass to Fennel. Now a 3-ball by Steitler, and she drains it. Penns Manor on back-to-back threes. It's an 8-4 lead with 3:47 to go. Perchetti to the right for Alicia Lemania. Looking down low, pulls up, 3-ball coming by Alicia, no good off the back iron. Muma coming down with the rebound, quickly firing it to Ultimus, who's near half court, taking it from the right lane, a little Eurostep, dishes. That is Fennel for 3, it's no good, too hard off the back iron. Faust coming down with the rebound, hands it off to Perchetti, and the Panthers go back on the attack once again, down 8-4 at 3:20 to go in the first. Swing pass to the left corner for Stats. Her foot's out of bound. That's going to be a turnover for River Valley, and that brings up a break in the action. 3:16 to go in the opening frame. It's 8-4. Penns Manor over River Valley on an IRMC High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3.
Looking to stay on track with your weight loss goals or see how weight loss affects your overall health? Do you need some extra support to help you on your weight loss journey? Join the Indiana Regional Medical Center for a free support group to help you avoid the pitfalls of fad diets and unrealistic New Year's resolutions and learn how to maintain a healthy lifestyle in 2024. IRMC's weight loss support group will meet on Thursday, January 11th at 6 p.m. at the S&T Wellness Center at 2010 Shelley Drive in Indiana. Call 357-8088 to register.
I'm Jay Blues. Hutton Blues Insurance is proud to support high school basketball.
I'm Shannon. We're excited to sponsor the Hutton Blues 3-for-3 promotion again this season.
Cheer on Indiana County boys and girls to make a lot of three-point shots this season.
For every three-pointer, we'll donate $3 to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, up to $3,000.
So here's to a lot of made three-pointers and wins for our area teams.
And remember, for all of your insurance needs, think Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
Cat Country 106.3. Today's best country.
8-4, Penns Manor with the lead over River Valley. 3:16 to go in the first period. Jake Slebodnick joining you from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank People Forward Banking. River Valley had a 4-2 lead, but then back-to-back three-pointers by Summer Fennell and Sarah Steitler regained the lead for the Comets, 8-4, as the Comets go back to work. Ultimus across half court, taking the screen, set by Steitler. Wide open clearing on the left, cut off in traffic. Now over to Steitler, quick little dish off to Ultimus underneath, and she makes the contested bucket. It's 10-4. Penns Manor on a bit of a run. Steitler Ultimus, a little gingerly coming off that shot. LeManny on the opposite end to the center of the key for Riley Kittner. Takes a shot, dishes it out to her sister Kennedy. Played a lot of minutes in the JV game. Shuffles it to the left for LeMania. 2:42 to go. Here's stats. To the right. Kittner looking down low, nothing there. Fires it to the right of the key, or right elbow for LeMania. Trying to get around Muma. She puts up a contested shot. It's no good. Stats takes a shot as she goes up for the rebound. Jump ball called. Her and two Comets had their hands on the ball. It's going to point in the direction of River Valley. They catch a break. Now they look to end the cold streak. 2:27 to go in the first. They trail 10-4. Stats inbounds to Riley Kittner. Step back. Medium range two, and it's in. Kittner now leading the Panthers with 4 points. Alyssa Aldemus also with 4. She takes it across the half court. Looking to the left side for Sydney Schaefer. Creates some clearing, looking for Muma. Instead off to the right post for Steitler. Finds some room, puts up a contested shot, and it's good. 12-6, Penns Manor with the lead, under 2 to play at 1:52 in the opening quarter. LeMania taking the screen by Perschetti. Changing directions over to Kennedy Kittner in the right corner. Fakes a shot, tries driving, nothing there. She resorts out top to Ava Perschetti. Fakes it to the right, instead goes to the left for Stats, who in turn brings it across the arc up top. Kennedy, now to Riley for a long two from the right corner. It's no good. Steitler gets the rebound easily. To the right for Ultimus. Minute and a half to go in the first. Looking pass down low for Ali Muma. It's not there. That's the fourth turnover for Penns Manor as Coach Maloser makes a substitution. Belle Haddon will check into the game, a senior guard standing 5'4". Kennedy Kittner on the inbound to Alicia LeMania. She has the honors of bringing it across. Perschetti comes up from her forward position. Little fader to the left, and that shot's no good. Haddon, fresh off the bench, comes down with a rebound. It's a one-on-one between Ultimus and Stats. Spin move from the left. It's no good. Too hard off the glass. And now Perschetti with the numbers against her. It's a 3-on-2 for Penns Manor. Perschetti goes up hard from the left. Made some contact. No whistle. Looking up court. Some messy basketball being played right now. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be River Valley ball. They're going to take it out from the far side from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Coach Maloser sharing some words with Lou Garzarelli. Coach Rick Brown out of his stance, shuffles a few feet before going down once again, trying to command this traffic and this deficit that his Panthers face. 12-6. Perschetti Euro steps through the middle lane. It's no good. It spins right out of the rim. When it rains, it pours. Ultimus on the opposite side to Haddon from the arc on the left, and that one doesn't fall. Both teams, not a lot of luck going their way in the scoring category. 12-6, the score remains with 30 seconds to go in the opening frame. LeMania thought about taking a screen, almost lost the ball. Perschetti, 3-ball from the left. That one's no good off the side iron. Perschetti on a bit of a cold streak. Haddon across the half-court marker. Finds Ultimus to the posting Sarah Steitler from the left. Her shot comes right back to her, and she gets it on the putback. It's 14-6. 5 seconds to go. Perschetti sensing some pressure at half court. To Kittner. She gets it off, and she can't make it off the back rim. We've played a quarter of basketball. It's been all Penns Manor. 14-6 over the River Valley Panthers. You're listening to an IRMC High School Sports Night from our S&T Bank broadcast booth here on your home of the Panthers, Cat Country 106.3.
Life's challenges can sometimes catch us off guard, but at Marion Center Bank, we believe in safeguarding your financial future. Introducing Ultimate ID Plus, a powerful fraud protection service that offers you peace of mind like never before. Ultimate ID Plus also keeps a vigilant eye on your social media identity and your driver's license, preventing fraudulent activities. Contact your local branch office or visit us at MarionCenterBank.com for more information. Marion Center Bank, member FDIC.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to WJYAengineers.com.
Cat Country 106.3.
Ready for the second quarter of action. The Penns Manor Comets with a 14-6 lead over the River Valley Panthers. Coming to you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, People Forward Banking. Jake Slebodnick joining you as we kick off the month of January for your hometown radio station's high school basketball broadcast schedule. Sydney Schaefer gets the ball to start things off here in the second for Penns Manor, looking to extend their lead to double digits if they can convert here. Turnover-wise, 4 for Penns Manor, 2 for River Valley. Shots just not falling toward the tail end of that quarter. Aldemus with it, finds Haddon up top, came off the bench late in the first, stays in to open the second. Ali Mumma with some clearing in the center lane. She goes up hard, shot no good. And it heads into Ava Perchetti, who's camped out right underneath the bucket on the right. Now leading pass up court for Tori Faust, and it's good. River Valley breaks the cold streak with a bucket, 14-8. Sarah Steitler leads all scorers with 7 points. And a defensive foul in the Penns Manor end, and that's going to be on Lemania. That's her third. Kennedy Kittner gets an abridged break. She'll come in for Lemania, and Summer Fennell returns to the floor for Penns Manor. Both Kittners, Perchetti, Faust, and Stats on the floor for River Valley. Schaefer, Altimus, Fennell, Steitler, and Mumma in for Penns Manor. Schaefer inbounds to Altimus. 7:18 to go in the second quarter. Altimus down to the right corner. That's Fennell. Looking to the right elbow for Steitler. Changes directions, dishes it back up top. Ball ends up in the hands of Fennell, who pops a three from the right. And it's good. 3 3-pointers hit tonight. All of them for Penns Manor, 2 of them by Summer Fennell. River Valley on the opposite end, led by Stats, who has the ball up top, dishing to Kennedy Kittner on the right. To the right elbow for Perchetti. Pops it up from the free throw line, and that's good. River Valley breaking double digits, but they still got a hold to dig out of. 17-10 they trail. Penns Manor back on the offensive attack. To the right side for Steitler. Looking to the right. And Schaefer converts, driving that baseline. Nothing there. And Coach Jason Maloger calls a timeout, frantically waving his arms, calling a timeout. We'll take one with them. 6:19 to go in the second quarter. Comets lead at 17-10 over the Panthers on an IRMC High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3.
Ever look down at your grocery cart and find all kinds of sweets and treats have jumped in there? Join the IRMC Diabetes Education Center for an educational grocery store tour on Tuesday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. at the Indiana Giant Eagle. IRMC's diabetes educators will help you locate healthier options, suggest some diabetes-friendly foods, and share healthier shopping alternatives. The tour begins in the produce section and it's free to attend. Just call 724-357-7164 to register. Space is limited, so call today.
Championship teams are made when athletes work together, and the same can be said for local businesses. The team at LaMantia Produce has been working hard to deliver fresh fruits and vegetables to the Blairsville and surrounding communities for more than 140 years. So the next time you need fresh, wholesale produce, call Michael and his team at 724-459-8100. That's LaMantia Produce, located along South Spring Street in Blairsville, a proud supporter of the River Valley Panthers. Also find them at LaMantia Produce on Facebook.
Cat Country 106.3.
Comets will take it from the baseline right off the timeout. 17-10 they lead. 6:19 to go in the opening half. Inbound pass finds Aldemus, who pops a three, head on, right off the timeout, and she converts it. It's 20-10. Perchetti across half court now at the 6-minute mark. Largest lead of the night for the Comets. They lead by 10. Kittner down to the right corner for Perchetti. And then a defensive foul called on Ali Muma. She had a little too much of Ava Perchetti as she was drifting out of play. That's going to be the first foul for Penns Manor tonight. They'll take it in front of the Penns Manor cheerleader section. Riley Kittner will do the honors. Perchetti takes it off the inbound pass, finding Riley Kittner on the right. Back to Ava. Same looks before. Back to Kittner. A little bit of clearing. Drives the center lane. Goes up hard. No good on the shot attempt. Muma comes up with it. Stumbled, and then she's called for a turnover. She took a couple too many small steps. So the Panthers might have a break here. They take it from the baseline right with 5:46 to go in the half. Stats to inbound. She finds Riley Kittner. Over to the right elbow for Ava Perchetti. Steps back. 3-ball on the way, and it's no good. Aldemus comes down with the rebound. She's going to take it herself, trying to beat Riley Kittner in a foot race. She dishes to Muma on the left post, and it's good. 22-10. Penns Manor pulling away early from River Valley. Here's Kittner to Faust on the right elbow. Over to Kennedy in the right corner. 4-3. It's no good. Too short. And it ends up in the hands of Aldemus once again. Faust gets her hands in there trying to break it up, but it's out on her. Schaefer will inbound. River Valley with a full court press. Muma gets the ball cleanly. 2-on-2 up the court. Muma slows things down. Ball's tipped by Kittner. Almost saved, but it goes out of bounds just barely. Pass intended for Aldemus in the right corner. 5 minutes and some change here in the second quarter. Comets looking to move their lead past 12 as they lead at 22-10. Inbound pass to Muma, slips through her fingertips. She keeps it inbounds, though. Fennell for three again. The hot hand continues. 25-10. Summer Fennell is having a game. Normally, when you come into these games, you hear about Sarah Steitler, Alyssa Aldemus, maybe even Muma underneath, but tonight it's the Summer Fennell show. Playing aggressive defense, the Panthers able to squeeze the ball out. Riley Kittner dishes to Ava Perchetti up top. Driving to the left for Stats for three from the left, and it's off kilter. Ends up in the hands of Riley Kittner. Her putback from 15 is good. 25-12. As Penns Manor with a big lead comes across half court once again. Here's Aldemus to the right for Muma. Looking low, nothing there. Instead, a little handoff to Aldemus. Spin moves out of danger. Now it's caught in the corner between two defenders. Quickly gets it out. Muma wide open for three. Pops it. It's no good. Too far to the right. Faust coming down with the defensive rebound. She dishes it off to Riley Kittner. Fans wanted to travel. Might have a case. And Emily Stats from the right side. No good. Ball's in several players' hands. Now it's on the floor, and it's picked up. Almost picked up by Riley Kittner. That's going to be a turnover for River Valley. 4 apiece for either team. And we have a stoppage on the court. With 3:52 to go in the first half, Penns Manor extends their lead. They lead at 25-12 over the Panthers on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's Cat Country 106.3.
It's a true treasure in Blairsville, a style of eating that's rare, and that's the diner experience. Dean's Diner on Route 22 captures the mood and atmosphere of the old-fashioned family-style eating of the off-road diner. Scrumptious home-style meals you remember growing up with, capped off with Dean's Diner's famous assortment of homemade pies. Why not stop in after the game? Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Dean's Diner, Route 22, Blairsville, the classic diner eating experience.
With Confidence Checking from First Commonwealth Bank, you never have to worry about overdraft fees, and you'll always know your balance thanks to our online banking and app. There's no minimum deposit to open and no checks needed. Just your Confidence card, which is made of ocean-bound plastic, so you can be confident in your finances and your impact on the environment. Visit fcbanking.com to open your account or stop by any local office. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC.
Today's best country, Cat Country 106.3.
3:52 remaining in the first half. It's 25-12 Penns Manor over River Valley. Coming to you tonight from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, People Forward Banking. Ultimus across half court. Penns Manor taking it to the right side of the floor. Sarah Steitler ends up with it up top, quickly dishing it back to Ultimus. To the corner for Mumaw. Back up top to Fennel, looking to the center for Steitler, back to Mumaw. Redemption three on the way. That one's in and out of the rim. Burchetti coming down with the rebound. She's going to take it herself across the floor. Looking to the left corner for Faust, who pops a three, and she hits it! Tori Faust for three. It's a 10-point game. Schaefer across half court now. Panthers, that might have swung momentum on their side for the time being, but they need to make a stop on defense. Mumaw with it up top. Looking down low, nothing there. Back to Summer Fennel. Matched up with Stats, dishes to Mumaw, tries driving. Hard off the backboard, and it just takes enough of a carom to go in. 27-15 as Mumaw puts it down. Kittner fakes to the left, goes to the right with her sister, who pops a three from the corner. That one's no good. Ball's tipped out of the air, but into the hands of Sydney Schaefer. 2:35 to go in the second quarter. Ultimus, swing pass down low to Ali Mumaw, looking to the right post for Steitler. Ball's loose. Steitler comes up with it, dishes to Ultimus for three, and they end up with another tray. 30-15, and quick stoppage for shoe tying. Five three-pointers. Wait. Actually, 7 tonight. 6 of them have been for Penns Manor. 2:19 to go, 30-15. Penns Manor is rebounded. Extended their lead to 15. Emily Stats with it up top, trying to work that left. Nothing there. Now looking to the right, nothing there either. Little give and go ends up to Perchetti. Back to Kennedy Kittner. Fakes a three. He's going to take it across the arc. Now back to Riley. Trying to create some separation. Fader to the right, and it's stuck in between the iron and the backboard. So we'll have a brief pause. Let's see how Doug Steve's accuracy is. And it's spot on. Ball's free. We're ready to go once again. And Emily Stats, after directing traffic with Ava Perchetti, will take it from the baseline right. To the right for Perchetti. Driving from the right elbow. She's triple teamed, and the shot off kilter. Ends up in the hands of Sarah Steitler. Minute 48 to go in the second. 30-15 Comets. Wide open center lane for Schaefer. Quickly collapses. Quickly finding Ultimus. Baseline right. Dishes it to Mumaw on the left post. She goes up hard, and it's a bucket. Well, River Valley has done a good job isolating Summer Fennel past couple of minutes, but then her teammates pick her up. It's a 32-15 Comets lead with 1:22 to go in the half. Stats to the left for Kennedy Kittner. To the center. Now to the left elbow for Tori Faust. Mid-range J no good. And they're going to say it hit the top of the backboard, but last I checked, it had to go over the backboard for that to happen. And it didn't even make it up halfway up the glass. So Penns Manor gets the ball with a minute 14 to go, and really they can just work the clock here. They're up 32-15. Right, Ali Mumaw has it. They've given her some respect from the arc so far tonight. She's 0 for 2, but you never know. Under a minute to go. Mumaw is just going to hold it. Faust will approach her and collapse. Swings it over her head, drives the left lane. It's no good. Ultimus coming down with the rebound. Steitler now for three, and that one is good. The bank is open. 35-15. And Coach Rick Brown calls for a timeout. And we will keep it right here with, no, not a timeout. I think I heard a technical foul assessed. Well, while we sort this out, a lot can happen on the court, a lot can happen off the court as well. Babies get fevers, children step on glass, athletes twist their ankles, and if your child or teen needs care and your doctor's office is closed, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge open 7 days a week from 8 till 8 for the treatment of minor injuries and illnesses. Summer Fennel will attempt the free throws on the technical foul. First one is no good. And the second one on its way. That one sinks through. She's 1 for 2 on that. (36-15). Comets get the ball right back. 40 seconds to go. They lead by 21. Ole Miss over to the right side for Schaefer, looking down low to the cutting Mumma. Spins out of danger from Perchetti. Shot's no good. Steitler overcomes 4 defenders to come down with it. She then coughs the ball up. 5th turnover for Penn's Manor. 20 seconds to go. Kennedy Kittner with a wide open 3. And too much on a line. It'll go right out of bounds. So Penn's Manor, after the late turnover, catches a break. Sydney Schaefer will inbound. Baseball pass down court for Ole Miss, and she's able to catch up to it, looking for Sarah Steitler, but instead will result to Ali Mumma up top. Ole Miss with 8 seconds left, trying to elude Riley Kittner. Takes it around the world, and she's fouled underneath. Ava Perchetti not too happy. So that'll be a shooting, or no, they're going to say underneath. They're going to say it was a foul on the pass. Emily Stats tagged with the foul. 3.1 seconds left in the half. Inbound pass goes to Ole Miss, quickly to Fennell. The right side, Schaefer gets off a shot. It's a little too short, and that brings us to the end of the second quarter. It's been all Penn's Manor, 36-15. The Comets lead the River Valley Panthers on an IRMC High School Sports Night. Our halftime show coming your way next on Cat Country 106.3.
In sports, game plans are essential to the success of the team. The same can be said for the game of life. What kind of game plan do you have to protect your valuable assets like home, car, business, income, renters, motorcycles, and IRAs? When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? The William G. Meckling Insurance Agency can develop a game plan just for you. For a comprehensive insurance review, call the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, 1359 Philadelphia Street, Indiana, because it's always something.
He's on the move, just about to score. He's back in the action, and looks like we're seeing a new formation. Oh, come on!
Excessive penalties can take you out of the game. At S&T Bank, we won't overpenalize you when you overdraft. Introducing S&T's $10 cushion, where you can go a little over without getting hit by the... That's right, we're giving you a $10 cushion to stay in the game and avoid unnecessary fees. S&T Bank, member FDIC.
Luther Ford, Lincoln, your Ford and Lincoln expert.
Indiana County's Ford leader is Luther Ford, Best New Car Dealership Award winner in the Best of Indiana County contest. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and on Admiral Perry Highway in Evansburg. Open 24/7 at lutherford.com.
Luther Ford, Lincoln, your Ford and Lincoln experts.
If you don't know tires, know your tire dealer. Lias Tire has structured their hours to fit your busy schedule. Lias Tire is open Monday and Wednesday 8 to 6, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to noon. For all your tire and auto needs, call Lias Tire.
Have you tried McDonald's world-famous burgers lately? The #1 selling Big Mac, or the Quarter Pounder with cheese, cooked fresh each time it's ordered. With world-famous fries and a soft drink. McDonald's 3 locations in Indiana and in Blairsville.
Innovations of Home is your stop for, well, practically everything. They are your source for building or repairing, cleaning materials, and guns and hunting supplies. Stop by their location in Marion Center or at inhomepA.com. That's inhomepA.com.
Budner's Heating and Cooling is your premier Aries dealer, who installs and repairs all types of natural gas, propane, oil, and electric heating and cooling systems. Call Budner's Heating and Cooling in Homer City. PA license number 010262.
Today's Best Country on Cat Country 106.3.
At the half, the Penn's Manor Comets with a commanding 36-15 lead over the River Valley Panthers. And we welcome you back to our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. Jake Slebodnick joining you as we give you our halftime report. Again, the score 36-15. And it's really been Penn's Manor this entire game. River Valley's only lead came back in the first quarter. They led it 4-2, but then Penn's Manor went on a scoring attack, outscoring the Panthers. Let me see here. 12-2 over the final 3 minutes of the first to take a 14-6 lead. Sarah Steitler notched 2 buckets toward the end of the quarter to help extend it. Then in the second quarter, Tori Faust brought the score within 6 with a field goal to start things off, but then the offensive onslaught continued for Penns Manor, including 2 3-pointers shortly after that by Summer Fennell and Alyssa Aldemus. And they led 25-10 at one point. River Valley did attempt a comeback as Riley Kittner hit a mid-range field goal and then Tori Faust followed her with a 3-point attempt to bring it 25-15. But then the Penns Manor Comets went on an 11-0 scoring run over the final 2 minutes of the second quarter. And they were also aided that frame by 5 3-pointers as well. So we talk about the Hutton Blues 3 for 3 initiative where they donate $1 for every 3-point field goal made, up to $3,000 to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. They are sure donating a lot of dollars here tonight. As let me do some quick math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3-pointers. I mean, it's $8 toward the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. And we thank them for resurrecting that initiative here this high school basketball season. And that's how the game recap has gone so far. Turnover battle, it's 5-4. Penns Manor with 5. River Valley with 4. Take a look at some individual efforts. 3 Comets have 10 points so far tonight. Alyssa Aldemus, Sarah Steitler, and Summer Fennell all with 10. Fennell notching 7 of those 10 points in the second quarter alone. She's also 1 for 2 on free throw attempts. She took them no shooting fouls at all that entire first half. Those free throws coming on a technical foul that was assessed late in the quarter. And other scores, Allie Mumaz got 6, so those 4 Comets are leading the way. Sarah Steitler has 8 rebounds, and am I reading that correctly? Allie Mumaz with 11? Pause 1 second. Allie Mumaz, do you have 11 rebounds for her, or just 2? Correction, it's only 2 rebounds. Just wanted to confirm with that. For River Valley, they're led by Tori Faust with 5 points. Ava Perschetti and Riley Kittner each have 4, and Kennedy Kittner has a field goal. Ava Perschetti leading the rebound category with 4. Following her is Emily Stats with 3, Tori Faust with 2. And with 1 each, it's the Kittner sisters. Alicia Lamania started the game, but drew 3 quick fouls. Saw very little time that entire second quarter. So River Valley, some adjustments they need to make in the second quarter. Play more disciplined basketball. I'd say make buckets. They've had some open looks, but they're just not getting anything to fall. Hence why they trail 36-15. For Penns Manor, just keep pouring on the gas and keep taking advantage from the arc, especially with Summer Fennell. She's had the hot hand that entire first half. So we'll see if she can continue it. And we'll see if Penns Manor can continue extending this lead and hold on to it and come away with the win here on their home court. We'll take a timeout. Third quarter of action coming your way next from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. At the score at the half, it's Penns Manor 36 and River Valley 15 on Cat Country 106.3.
Hello, this is Jay
And Shannon.
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
Looking to stay on track with your weight loss goals or see how weight loss affects your overall health? Do you need some extra support to help you on your weight loss journey? Join the Indiana Regional Medical Center for a free support group to help you avoid the pitfalls of fad diets and unrealistic New Year's resolutions and learn how to maintain a healthy lifestyle in 2024. IRMC's weight loss support group will meet on Thursday, January 11th at 6 p.m. at the S&T Wellness Center at 2010 Shelley Drive in Indiana. Call 357-8088 to register. In sports, game plans are essential to the success of the team. The same can be said for the game of life. What kind of game plan do you have to protect your valuable assets like home, car, business, income, renters, motorcycles, and IRAs? When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? The William G. Meckling Insurance Agency can develop a game plan just for you. For a comprehensive insurance review, call the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, 1359 Philadelphia Street, Indiana, because it's always something.
If you don't know tires, know your tire dealer. Lias Tire has structured their hours to fit your busy schedule. Lias Tire is open Monday and Wednesday 8 to 6, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to noon. For all your tire and auto needs, call Lias Tire.
Have you tried McDonald's world-famous burgers lately? The #1 selling Big Mac or the Quarter Pounder with cheese, cooked fresh each time it's ordered. With world-famous fries and a soft drink. McDonald's 3 locations in Indiana and in Blairsville.
Where you buy your copier may not matter much to you until it stops working. Then, that's all that matters. Henry Hall Technical Services. We can be at your door in 90 minutes. Guaranteed.
At the Y, it's about more than sports and working out. The Y strengthens communities by helping kids reach their full potential, encouraging healthy living, and aspiring social responsibility. Get involved with the YMCA of Indiana County. Visit icymca.org for a better us.
Where do you turn for HVAC, plumbing, electrical, pump, and well supplier needs? Keith's Specialty Store. For homeowners, contractors, farmers, and do-it-yourselfers, contact Keith's Specialty Store, Route 119 in Home, PA.
IUP, the Steelers, Pirates, Penguins, Indiana High, and the Heritage Conference. Renda Broadcasting covers them all and much more. Special online features, too. We've got games, we've got stories. Follow your favorite team right here on your hometown radio station and the Renda Sports Network.
Innovations of Home is your stop for, well, practically everything. They are your source for building or repairing, cleaning materials, and guns and hunting supplies. Stop by their location in Marion Center or at inhomepA.com. That's inhomepA.com.
Budner's Heating and Cooling is your premier Aries dealer, who installs and repairs all types of natural gas, propane, oil, and electric heating and cooling systems. Call Budner's Heating and Cooling in Homer City. PA license number 010262.
Today's Best Country on Cat Country 106.3.
Jake Slebodnick back with you at the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking here at Penns Manor High School. Score update for you from the other Big Heritage Conference girls matchup featuring Marion Center and Homer-Center. The Stingers with a 27-17 lead over the Wildcats late in the third quarter. I'll never understand how Todd Marino seems to get the faster-moving games. He could start a half hour later than me and still wrap up a half hour earlier. A little fun there. 36-15 our score as we approach quarter number 3. Penns Manor ahead of River Valley. Comets will get things to start things off here in the frame. They'll go right to left across your listening device. Ultimus to the left side is Summer Fennell, one of the leading scorers for Penns Manor, 3 of them, along with Fennell with 10 points. Top Fennell, trying to create some clearing, instead gives it to Sydney Schaefer. To the left is Ultimus. Up top to Steitler, looking down low to the cutting Ultimus. She got her, and bucket counts and the foul. Wow, I don't know how she made that hit, but made it look easy. It's going to be on Tori Faust. And Ultimus still lined to complete a 3-point play. And the free throw was good, 39-15. Riley Kittner taking the pass up court. Here's Alicia Lemani into the game. As the Panthers go back to work. To the center of the key for Kittner, changing direction. Little floater, and it's no good. Stats fighting for the rebound, but Faust comes down with it. Hook shot from the right, shot's no good. And they're going to say it's Comet ball. Comets go back to work, 7:13 to go. They're up 39-15. They could break 40 with a bucket here on the opposite end. Allie Mumaw driving the center lane, goes up hard, loses her defender, and she makes it look easy from the left. 41-15. Everybody thought this was going to be a close-knit competition where the final score would result within single digits, but now it's 41-15, Penns Manor with the lead. Riley Kittner up top, over to Lemani on the right. The right side. Up top, Perschetti. Driving to the right, little dunk off to Kittner, takes a dribble, fades to the right, shot no good. And Ultimus comes up with the ball, and then a defensive foul on River Valley. It's either going to be on Emily Stats or Tori Faust, and it's going to be on Stats. And Kennedy Kittner will return to the floor. And she is in for Riley Kittner. Every one of the Panthers were pointing to themselves like, for me? 6:22 to go in the frame. Penns Manor with a 41-15 lead over the River Valley Panthers, taking it to the left. Ultimus up top to Mumaw, they regroup. 5-count begins. Fred Glasser doing the honors. Mumaw jets to the right, dunks it off to Sydney Schaefer up top. Over to the left for Summer Fennell. Mumaw driving, dishing it out to the left of the arc for Schaefer, dunks it back to the posting Mumaw. Spins to the left, and the shot falls in. 43-15. Here's Stats, dunks it off to the left for Kennedy Kittner on the opposite side. Panthers working left to right across your listening to the device. Here's Alicia Lamania. To the left to a wide open Emily Stats, who pops a three from the left arc, and that's easily in. 43-18, and Coach Rick Brown will call for a timeout. And we'll take one with him with the score 43-18 in favor of Penns Manor. 5:26 to go in the third. Back in a moment on Cat Country 106.3.
Ever look down at your grocery cart and find all kinds of sweets and treats have jumped in there? Join the IRMC Diabetes Education Center for an educational grocery store tour on Tuesday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. at the Indiana Giant Eagle. IRMC's diabetes educators will help you locate healthier options, suggest some diabetes-friendly foods, and share healthier shopping alternatives. The tour begins in the produce section and it's free to attend. Just call 724-357-7164 to register. Space is limited, so call today.
Championship teams are made when athletes work together, and the same can be said for local businesses. The team at LaMantia Produce has been working hard to deliver fresh fruits and vegetables to the Blairsville and surrounding communities for more than 140 years. So the next time you need fresh wholesale produce, call Michael and his team at 724-459-8100. That's LaMantia Produce, located along South Spring Street in Blairsville, a proud supporter of the River Valley Panthers. Also find them at LaMantia Produce on Facebook.
Cat Country 106.3, today's best country.
Off the timeout, Melissa Aldemus met by two Panthers at half court, but instead gets the ball to Sydney Schaefer, who brings it into the Comet zone. Down low to Steitler, up top to Mumaw, dishing it down low and a swing pass to Aldemus, finding Steitler in the bucket, and the foul goes up hard from the left side. She gets the bucket and one. Going to the line to shoot one. Fouls on Emily Stats, her third. And the free throw opportunity is no good. It's 45-18, Comets with the lead. 5 minutes to go in the third. A lot of Heritage Conference standings play at stake. Three ball from the right corner for Emily Stats, no good. Faust on the save, inbounds, and it ends up in the hands of Perchetti. Driving the center lane, her little floater is good. 45-20, thanks to the Perchetti bucket. To the right, Ultimus looking down low. Pass was intended for Steitler. Little off kilter, and it'll go out of bounds. Turnover for Penns Manor. Ava Perchetti off the inbound pass, looking to capitalize on the Comets' mistake. Takes it to the opposite end, looking down low for the cutting Lamania. Nothing there. Takes it across the arc, dishing it now to Lamania. It's off the backboard as it was tipped, and Penns Manor comes away with it. Turnover number 5 for River Valley. Final down low, intercepted by Kennedy Kittner. Perchetti across the timeline, driving that center lane, little floater, looking for Lamania. That one's intercepted by Fennell. 6 turnovers for River Valley. Steitler hands it off to Schaefer up top. They'll regroup with 4 minutes to go. Next stoppage will bring up a break in the action. Fennell up top to Schaefer. Perchetti tried stripping it away, nothing there. Now to Ultimus in the corner on the right side for three. Shot no good, but Fennell's right there to put it up and in. 47-20. Penns Manor still with a commanding 27-point lead. Lamania finding Kennedy Kittner at the foul line, dishing it up top to Stats, looking to the right for Faust. It's in and out of her grip. 7 turnovers apiece for either squad, and that brings up a break in the action. Penns Manor still leads the Panthers. It's 47-20 with 3:28 to go in the third on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's Cat Country 106.3.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
No pressure, no hassle. Only one of the reasons to buy your new or pre-owned vehicle from Walker GMC in downtown Kittanning. Make the short drive across 422 and see why Walker Motor Company was voted #1 new and used dealership in Armstrong County for 6 straight years.
Sports fans, teams, organizations, schools, and businesses. Put your logo or design on just about anything and everything. Trust the team at Fast Time Screen Printing and Sign Company. Fast Time Screen Printing on Shelley Drive in Indiana. Online at fasttimes.us. Fast Time Screen Printing. Space is a terrible thing to waste.
Cat Country 106.3.
47-20, Penns Manor with the lead over River Valley. 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Jake Slebodnick joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Don't have the full broadcast schedule in front of me, but the next time we'll be covering the Panther girls will be on January 23rd when they host Homer-Center and Blairsville. Got a couple boys games to squeeze in between there as well. Some of the boys players are here in attendance. I see Brad McDivitt and Luke Woodring. Don Bartolini not on the team, but he is one of the spirits, sultans of spirit, if you will. Off the timeout, Sydney Schaefer across half court. Goes up hard from the right lane and quickly gets some points on the board for Penns Manor. They have commanded this game. They've limited River Valley to just 2 points this entire frame. Also scoring 13. River Valley on their end. Emily Stats with it, finding Alicia Lamani up top. Left side for Kennedy Kittner. No available outlet. Instead goes back to Lamani up top. Drives between two defenders, and the bucket almost makes it, but she draws the foul. Well, wait a second. They're going to say it's from the baseline. Foul's going to be on Summer Fennell. And Belle Haddon comes in. Fennell checks off. That's Fennell's first foul of the game. Stats to inbound. She finds Riley Kittner at the top. Over to the right for Lamania. Fakes a shot. Now the right elbow. Almost ran into Ava Perschetti. A regroup. And now Lamania, a little floater from the free throw line. It's no good off the back iron. Muma powers away to the ball. But two Panthers collide on it. Jump ball called. And it'll be River Valley basketball. 2:41 to go in the third. 49-20. Penns Manor with the lead. Inbound pass to Emily Stats. Ava Perschetti with it on the right. Over to the corner for Stats, who pops a three. And the shot's no good. Ripping it down out of the air is Alyssa Aldemus, and another jump ball, but this one's going to go to Penns Manor. Aldemus off the inbound has it. Over to the right side. Cross-court pass to Schaefer. Finds her easily. Tries dribbling between two defenders. Ball's poked free and picked up by Riley Kittner. 8th turnover for Penns Manor. Lamania up top to Kennedy Kittner. Head-on three coming, and it's in! It initially bounced off the front of the rim. Just had enough backspin on it that it fell in. It's 49-23. Comets go back to work. Under 2 minutes to play at 1:53. Aldemus finds some clearing on the left. She goes up for the left-handed layup and is fouled on the way there. It's now 4 for Emily Stats. Her and Lamania both in foul trouble. Stats with 4 and 3 for Alicia. Inbound pass finds Aldemus. The right side for Muma. To the left. Wide open is Schaefer. Down low to Steitler. She goes up hard. Shots blocked. The putback, no good, but she draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Well, they're gonna say that's on Emily Stats. That's her 5th. She's done for the night. So now Marin Dunlap checks in off the bench. She'll have an extended role tonight. Her and Kennedy Kittner will see a couple more minutes as Emily Stats will take a seat on the bench. Steitler at the line for 2. Front end is no good. And the back end of 2 is good. 50-23. Penns Manor with the lead. Perchetti pulls up. Head on 3 on the way. That one's no good. Aldemus swinging her arms out of danger, trying to evade the defense, and she does. And a long cross-court pass for Bell Haddon. It finds the mark, but then it quickly gets out of her grasp. And now a fight for the ball as Riley Kittner hits the deck with Ali Muma on a jump ball called. It's going to be Panther basketball. Fennell returns to the floor for Penns Manor. Lemania will bring it across half court over the left side, and then Coach Rick Brown will call for a timeout. And we will keep it here with 1:11 to go. Final score from Marion Center, Stingers 50, Homer-Center 34. Big implications in the West, and the Stingers, scrappy bunch, they come away with the win over the Wildcats. Right now, Penns Manor's looking like they can make some noise in the standings. As we said, River Valley's a half game behind Marion Center. That now is pushed to either a full game or a game and a half with that win. Penns Manor is at 4-2. With a win tonight, they would advance to 5-2. That would put them half a game ahead of River Valley, who, if they lose, would result to 5-2. Wait a second. No, they'd be 4-2, excuse me. 1:11 to go off the timeout. 50-23 the score. Penns Manor ahead of River Valley. Perchetti to the right side for Marin Dunlap, who's freshly into the game. Perchetti pops a 3 from the right. Fading, shots no good, a little off kilter. Aldemus comes down with another rebound, evades 3 defenders, and she turns on the Jets up court looking for Ali Muma. Wide open from the left, and it's good. It has been all Penns Manor tonight. They continue the onslaught. 52-23 the score with 44 seconds to go in the third. A little dump off to Lemania. A little wide open lane from the right, and that one's good to break the cold spell. 52-25. Looking up court. Here's Fennell. Little bounce pass along the baseline to Steitler. Ran into a little bit of traffic, and the ball trickles out of play. Turnover for Penns Manor. Here's Perchetti inbounds to Kennedy Kittner. 23 seconds to go. Bounce pass to the right for Riley Kittner, excuse me. Dumps it off to Lemania. Looking to the left corner for Kennedy. She pops a 3. That one sinks through. 52-28 off the Kennedy Kittner 3 ball. 6 seconds to go. Ultimus has it. Back to Schaefer. 3 seconds. Ball's tipped by Kittner. She fires it. Can't bank it home. We've reached the end of 3, and the Penns Manor Comets still hold a lead. It's 52-28 heading into the final 8 on an IRMC High School Sports Night from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. This is Cat Country 106.3.
In sports, game plans are essential to the success of the team. The same can be said for the game of life. What kind of game plan do you have to protect your valuable assets like home, car, business, income, renters, motorcycles, and IRAs? When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? The William G. Meckling Insurance Agency can develop a game plan just for you. For a comprehensive insurance review, call the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, 1359 Philadelphia Street, Indiana, because it's always something. Ever look down at your grocery cart and find all kinds of sweets and treats have jumped in there? Join the IRMC Diabetes Education Center for an educational grocery store tour on Tuesday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. at the Indiana Giant Eagle. IRMC's diabetes educators will help you locate healthier options, suggest some diabetes-friendly foods, and share healthier shopping alternatives. The tour begins in the produce section and it's free to attend. Just call 724-357-7164 to register. Space is limited, so call today.
Cat Country 106.3.
Ready for the final 8 minutes. Penns Manor, all they got to do is focus on the defensive effort. They lead at 52-28 over the River Valley Panthers. A reminder, both these teams meet at the end of the year. Leading scorers right now, Alyssa Aldemus and Sarah Steiler each with 13. 12 points each for Summer Fennel and Allie Muma. For River Valley, it's Kennedy Kittner leading with 8 points. Final quarter underway. It's 52-28 Comets over the Panthers. Sarah Steiler with it, and then a timeout quickly taken by head coach Jason Malosier. We'll take one with him. 7:51 to go in the game. It's 52-28 Penns Manor on an IRMC High School Sports Night. Cat Country 106.3. On Cat Country 106.3.
I'm Jay Blues. Hutton Blues Insurance is proud to support high school basketball.
I'm Shannon. We're excited to sponsor the Hutton Blues 3-for-3 promotion again this season.
Cheer on Indiana County boys and girls to make a lot of three-point shots this season.
For every three-pointer, we'll donate $3 to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, up to $3,000.
So here's to a lot of made three-pointers and wins for our area teams.
And remember, for all of your insurance needs, think Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
Today's best country, Cat Country 106.3.
Folks, it's always good to be ranked number 1, and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge was voted Best Urgent Care and Walk-In Clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest, and it's no wonder because at Urgent Care, they fast-track and get you quick access to their team of medical experts, highly trained and ready to treat all minor injuries and illnesses. Open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. It's IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, off Old Route 22 in Blairsville. Part of the IRMC family, better health, better life. Off the timeout, Penns Manor with the ball. They lead at 52-28. 7:51 to go in regulation. Sydney Schaefer with it up top, matched up with Kennedy Kittner, the leading scorer for River Valley. Has 8 points, 6 of them came in that third quarter. Allie Muma looking up top. And wow. I think I counted to 5 about 3 times before Coach Jason Malosier called a timeout. And Penns Manor holds possession. 7:32 to go in the game. And we will keep it right here. Again, coming up, it's going to be a while before we cover the girls again on the radio side. Next time we'll be broadcasting them will be at Blairsville, January 23rd, when they welcome the Homer-Center Wildcats, so 20 days from today. That game will have a 7 o'clock airtime, 7:15 tip-off. River Valley victorious over the Wildcats in their initial meeting, 59-31. Back on December 20th. A reminder that along with some Heritage Conference implications, River Valley's 7-game winning streak is on the line. Built that over the course of the middle to late December schedule. Started with a win over Conemaugh Township December 12th. They carried it throughout their most recent game against Apollo Ridge, where they won 57-21. Off the timeout, Summer Fennel gets the ball from the corner from the right side. Shot no good. Steitler on the putback is fouled. So Steitler back to the line, and they're going to call that foul on Riley Kittner. Steitler's been to the line a couple of times tonight. Steitler's front end of 2 is good. And the second is on its way, and that one sinks through with ease. She's 2 of 2. It's 54-28. On the opposite end, Tori Faust goes up hard from the left side, draws contact, no whistle. Riley Kittner draws out, and she draws the whistle as she tried dribbling between 2 defenders. It's going to be on Summer Fennel. Lemania will take it from the baseline left, her team trailing 54-28. Inbound pass intercepted. It was initially tipped off the inbound pass. And it's Aldemus coming away with it. At the 7-minute mark, Steitler's got a wide open baseline left, and she's stuffed underneath by Ava Perschetti. Guns it up court to Lemania. Dribbles to the left, little hook shot, no good. Ball trickles into the hands of Sarah Steitler. Brings the traffic with her, and a little stutter step will turn the ball over. It's going to be a walk. And so River Valley will take it. And right beside the Penns Manor bench, 6:49 to go in the game. Lamantia with it. Looking to the right for Perchetti. Driving back to Alicia, faking the shot, drives left side, dishes it out to Kennedy Kittner in the corner left. Dump off pass to Ava Perchetti, allows Kittner to regroup once again. Screen set by Lamantia, doesn't fool Mumaw. Little fader from the right for Perchetti, and she sinks it. 54-30. Schaefer up court. Now the left here's Summer Fennell dishing down low to Steitler, goes up hard from the left. And it's good, 56-30. The Penns Manor Comets answer right back. Thanks to the work of Sarah Steitler, who scored all 4 points so far this frame. Lamantia dishing to Kennedy Kittner from the left, and she sinks another corner three. Haven't been many positive notes for River Valley tonight, but the one has been Kennedy Kittner. Really breaking into the scoring column. Left here, Sydney Schaefer. Brings it up top over to the right for Sarah Steitler. Steitler looking low, finding Mumaw. Cutting from left to right. Double teamed, and then as Perchetti tried stripping the ball, a whistle from the backside judge. They are calling it tightly tonight. 5:37 to go in the game, 56-33 the score. Penns Manor ahead. They get the ball off the inbound to Alyssa Ultimus. The right corner for Schaefer. Dribbles it back across the arc. Now changes direction, circles to the right. Looking left, finds Ali Mumaw. Steitler fakes the pass to the right, drives the left lane, shot's no good. Ultimus hustles over for the rebound. Little reverse by Steitler, no good. Gets her own rebound, and the third time is good. 58-33. 5 minutes ago, it's 58-33. Comets with the lead. Perchetti brings it across, launches a three right off the bat. Banks not open. She follows her own shot, travels the baseline, goes up hard on the reverse. It's no good, and Mumaw coming down with a defensive board. Ball loose for the time being. And Coach Rick Brown able to get a timeout off quickly. So 4:54 to go in the final quarter. It's 58-33. Penns Manor ahead over River Valley. We're back in a moment on Cat Country 106.3.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to WJYAengineers.com.
Located along the beautiful Allegheny River in downtown Katanning, the Meredith Inn provides an atmosphere of casual upscale dining. Dine indoors or outside on the new patio. Check them out on Facebook or visit their website at themeredithinn.com. Well worth the drive.
Sports fans, teams, organizations, schools, and businesses. Put your logo or design on just about anything and everything. Trust the team at Fast Time Screen Printing and Sign Company. Fast Time Screen Printing on Shelley Drive in Indiana. Online at fasttimes.us. Fast Time Screen Printing. Space is a terrible thing to waste.
Today's Best Country on Cat Country 106.3.
Off the timeout, Penns Manor looking to stop River Valley's offensive drive here. They lead at 58-33. Comets do, that is. River Valley will take it from the baseline right. Lamantia to do the honors. Inbound pass goes to Perchetti, who's double-teamed underneath. Her shot goes in, and she draws the foul. And the clock continued to roll, so Luke Arzarelli will sort things out. We're set at the 4:47. And Ava Perchetti will go to the line for a three-point attempt. All is up, and it trickles through. 58-36. Panthers still resorting to the full court press. Sydney Schaefer with it, matched up with Marin Dunlap. Looking to the right for Steitler, nothing home. Looking to each of her sides, and Summer Fennell somehow hauls it in. Schaefer dribbles around Dunlap to the left. Over to Muma in the left corner. Trying to drive the baseline, and then a pushing foul on Alicia Lamania. And I think that's her fourth. Coach Rick Brown telling Marion Dunlap to retreat back, find a man. They do. Summer Fennell gets the inbound pass, quickly dishes to Steitler in the arc. Perchetti matched up with Alyssa Aldemus. Swing pass down low to the posting Muma. A little spin move around Lamania, and she puts it in. 60-36. Penns Manor has held their lead since the middle half of the first quarter and have not looked back since. Perchetti at the 4-minute mark launches a three. It's too short. Riley Kittner coming down with the rebound. Dishes back out to Perchetti, driving the left, cut off in traffic. Dishes down low to Lamania. Crosses her directions, puts it up, and puts it home. 60-38. Sydney Schaefer with it. Brings it over to Summer Fennell on the left. To the right for Sydney Schaefer. Looking to the cutting Steitler on the right lane. Losing transition. Summer Fennell picked it up, but her foot was on the line. Turnover for Penns Manor. And a timeout on the floor. 3:25 to go in regulation. Comets lead at 60-38 on an IRMC High School Sports Night from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. It's Cat Country 106.3.
Innovations of Home is your stop for, well, practically everything. They are your source for building or repairing, cleaning materials, and guns and hunting supplies. Stop by their location in Marion Center or at inhomepA.com. That's inhomepA.com.
Budner's Heating and Cooling is your premier Aries dealer, who installs and repairs all types of natural gas, propane, oil, and electric heating and cooling systems. Call Budner's Heating and Cooling in Homer City. PA license number 010262.
If you don't know tires, know your tire dealer. Lias Tire has structured their hours to fit your busy schedule. Lias Tire is open Monday and Wednesday 8 to 6, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to noon. For all your tire and auto needs, call Lias Tire.
Have you tried McDonald's world-famous burgers lately? The #1 selling Big Mac or the Quarter Pounder with cheese, cooked fresh each time it's ordered, with world-famous fries and a soft drink. McDonald's 3 locations in Indiana and in Blairsville.
Today's Best Country on Cat Country 106.3.
3:25 in regulation. Penns Manor with a 60-38 lead over the River Valley Panthers. Next time, River Valley girls will be in action overall. On my sheet here, will be against Marion Center, who picked up a big win over Homer-Center tonight. They'll play them 2 days from now at 7:15 at Blairsville. We'll not have the game on the radio, but with how big of a game that is, we invite you to stop on out, cheer on both teams. Panthers with it on their side of the court. Little dump-off pass on the hook to Lamania, finding Faust down low, and she kisses it off the glass and in. 60-40. 20 points separates these two teams with only 3 minutes to go. Loose ball picked up by Faust. Dribbles to get up, avoids the turnover. She's going to take it herself, dishing to Lamania in the left post. Back to Faust. Hard up from the right side. It's no good. Coming down with it is Muma, and Penns Manor catches a break defensively. Over to the left side for Fennell. A little bit of a clearing for her. From the free throw line, dishes it down low to Steitler, who goes up from the reverse. Shots blocked and up top to Muma. Driving, little floater from the right elbow. It's no good. Perchetti coming down with the board. 2.5 to go. Ava brings it across. Double team collapses on her, but she gets a pass off. Ball ends up in the hands on the opposite side to Riley Kittner, driving the right lane. Little reverse layup off the glass, and she made that look easy. It's 60-42. And now Alyssa Aldemus, it's a foot race between her and Ava Perchetti on the opposite end. She goes up hard, and she's going to draw the foul. Aldemus to the line to shoot 2. Clock stopped at 1:59 in regulation. Coming up after the conclusion of this one, we'll have our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. We'll hear from both coaches and maybe a player or two. The front end is good by Aldemus as Marion Dunlap returns to the floor for Tori Faust. 61-42 the score. And the second and 2, no good by Aldemus. It remains that way. And now Schaefer will hold on to it for a brief moment. She's matched up with Dunlap. Right side almost trickles away from her, and then the 5-count violation. Turnover for Penns Manor. 12th turnover of the game for them. They actually have more turnovers than River Valley, but they've capitalized on some shots and played aggressive defense. Ava Perschetti brings it across over to Riley Kittner. Back to Ava. Trying to work something open. Driving the right lane. Off-balance shot. No good, and it falls into the hands of Schaefer. 94 seconds to play. On the opposite end, Ultimus puts in a dagger. 63-42. Lemania brings it across. River Valley just playing for stats now because this one's just about over. And then a travel call on Lemania. Took a bit of a stutter step before driving the baseline left. Clock stopped at 1:16. Looking down low, nothing there. Inbound pass goes to Steitler, leading scorer for tonight. And also the leading rebounder as well. Driving the left lane, goes up hard on the opposite end. Shots blocked by Ava Perschetti. Dunlap tried saving it, but her toes just on the line, out of play. 67 seconds to go. So Penns Manor will jump ahead of River Valley in the standings. If my math works out. Inbound pass to Schaefer finds Allie Mumah. It's either her or Summer Fennell, and Coach Maloser is going to call a timeout. And there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take 30 seconds with 1:05 to go. It's 63-42 Penns Manor on an IRMC High School Sports Night from our S&T Bank broadcast booth on Cat Country 106.3.
Where you buy your copier may not matter much to you until it stops working. Then, that's all that matters. Henry Hall Technical Services, we can be at your door in 90 minutes. Guaranteed.
At the Y, it's about more than sports and working out. The Y strengthens communities by helping kids reach their full potential, encouraging healthy living, and aspiring social responsibility. Get involved with the YMCA of Indiana County. Visit icymca.org for a better us.
Where do you turn for HVAC, plumbing, electrical, pump, and well supplier needs? Keith's Specialty Store. For homeowners, contractors, farmers, and do-it-yourselfers, contact Keith's Specialty Store, Route 119 in Home, PA.
IUP, the Steelers, Pirates, Penguins, Indiana High, and the Heritage Conference. Renda Broadcasting covers them all and much more. Special online features, too. We've got games, we've got stories. Follow your favorite team right here on your hometown radio station and the Renda Sports Network.
Cat Country 106.3. Today's best country.
1:05 to go in the game. 63-42. Penns Manor with the lead. They're going to keep their starters out there. Mumah taking the pass off the inbound. Ends up in Schaefer's hands. Working up top, here's Mumah. Driving a wide open center lane. Looking for Aldemus on the left. It's no good. Turnover for Penns Manor. 56 seconds to go even. So River Valley will move to 4-2 in the conference, 8-3 overall. Penns Manor, they will move to 8-3 and 5-2. Ava Perschetti with it. Looking to the left elbow. It's tipped and intercepted. And now two players for Penns Manor on the opposite end, and it's going to be Alyssa Aldemus. Puts in yet another dagger, 65-42. She scored the last 5 points for him. Aaron Dunlap over to the right corner for Riley Kittner. Shot beyond the arc, no good. Steitler comes down with a rebound. Trying to dribble out of danger, and here comes Alyssa Aldemus on the opposite end. 18 seconds to go. Aldemus driving the left lane, and that one will do it. 67-42. 7 seconds to go. Perschetti driving. Final shot of the night is good. And that'll bring us to the end of this one. Penns Manor Comets with a big 67-44 win over the defending Heritage Conference champion River Valley Panthers. Stay tuned. Our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show is coming up next on Cat Country 106.3.
With Confidence Checking from First Commonwealth Bank, you never have to worry about overdraft fees, and you'll always know your balance thanks to our online banking and app. There's no minimum deposit to open and no checks needed. Just your confidence card, which is made of ocean-bound plastic, so you can be confident in your finances and your impact on the environment. Visit fcbanking.com to open your account or stop by any local office. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC.
Championship teams are made when athletes work together, and the same can be said for local businesses. The team at LaMantia Produce has been working hard to deliver fresh fruits and vegetables to the Blairsville and surrounding communities for more than 140 years. So the next time you need fresh, wholesale produce, call Michael and his team at 724-459-8100. That's LaMantia Produce, located along South Spring Street in Blairsville, a proud supporter of the River Valley Panthers. Also find them at LaMantia Produce on Facebook.
Ever look down at your grocery cart and find all kinds of sweets and treats have jumped in there? Join the IRMC Diabetes Education Center for an educational grocery store tour on Tuesday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. at the Indiana Giant Eagle. IRMC's diabetes educators will help you locate healthier options, suggest some diabetes-friendly foods, and share healthier shopping alternatives. The tour begins in the produce section and it's free to attend. Just call 724-357-7164 to register. Space is limited, so call today.
Cat Country 106.3.
Welcome you back to our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first, member FDIC. Penns Manor with a 67-44 win over their rival River Valley Panthers. See Coach Jason Malosier on his way up here now. Let me just plug in your headset here, Coach. Plug that in. Yeah, can you get he's going to get somebody? All right, we'll find out then in just a second. Element of surprise, always a good thing. So let me plug that in here. All right, and then hit this. All right. Hand you this, Coach. All right, and we're joined by Penns Manor head coach Jason Malosier, a 67-44 win over the River Valley Panthers. Coach, I think everybody in this gym came into this one expecting this one to end within single digits, but I mean, just an impressive night shooting for you guys. Really, everything was just clicking for you.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking all year long about sticking together, continuing to work hard. And, we really believe that, we have a team that's going to go out and win some of those big games. And, they took a nice first step tonight. I thought the girls just did a great job of executing the game plan on both ends of the floor. And as you said, I mean, it looks pretty good offensively when you're making shots. And credit to the girls. They've been working hard to keep on getting those shots up in practice. And, it paid off tonight. They shot the ball really well.
We talked before the game, and one of the things I mentioned and asked you was, getting off to that strong start here in the month of January when things really pick up in terms of the Heritage Conference standings. A half game separated you from River Valley, and I think your players really bought into the fact that, hey, we win tonight, we're in pretty good shape, and some good momentum for us moving forward.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you got to protect your home floor. Obviously we still have to go over there to River Valley and play, and we know where they're gonna go on a run and win a bunch of games too. So, it was important for us to protect our home floor, and we really wanted to get that momentum going in the second half of the year. It was one really good win, but we got to keep on building on it. We talk all the time, one game at a time, one day at practice at a time. We got to keep getting better. But I thought, as you said, the girls did a really good job of taking that positive step towards that tonight.
Talk about some of the individuals who helped you guys tonight. Let's start with Summer Fennell. In that first half alone, several three-pointers. River Valley seemed to really zero in on Alyssa, Sarah, and just about everybody else, but Summer really stepped up when she needed to.
Yeah, I mean, every team we play, they're really focused on Alyssa, Sarah are our two leading scorers, and they want to make sure that they take them away. And Summer did a great job stepping up, as you said. She's such a great shooter, and we've been working on helping her be able to attack the hoop and finish in other ways too. But with her on the floor, it's tough because she can spread it. She can spread the floor and shoot from so deep that it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And credit to Summer, she was ready tonight whenever, and the girls did a great job of kicking it to her, and she knocked down the shots.
How about Alyssa? 19 points, unofficially, according to our book. 19 points, 15 rebounds, really setting up her teammates for some second-chance opportunities.
Yeah, we talked. That's rebounding is one of the things that we felt like in our losses has sort of let us down a little bit, and we've really been focused on it. Get a bit of a shout-out, Deja Gillo. She helped us out. One of her drills she does in college, rebounding the basketball, and the girls seemed like they really liked it, and they ever since then they've been making more of a commitment to rebounding. And as you said, Alyssa's such a special player. You saw her step up offensively, scoring the basketball, but as you said, also rebounding the basketball. I mean, we talk all the time about just athletically how she can go up and get it against anyone. And I thought I saw tonight, and we all saw tonight, her being fearless, going after those those rebounds and those loose balls.
Looking at some of the fouls, too, I mean, only 4 combined, and I think all of them came in that second half. You guys played a very disciplined game tonight. Talk about how that sort of factored into things.
Yeah, we talk, again, in our losses, the foul trouble is something that sort of came back to haunt us as well. And we talked about just playing disciplined defense. We don't have to take big chances, and we don't have to get a steal every single time. Just play good disciplined defense. And credit to the girls, I thought did a great job. But obviously River Valley is a great team. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively, and it's easy to commit some of those fouls. But I thought the girls did a great job of just making sure they were moving their feet and really thinking 2 or 3 passes ahead rather than waiting till River Valley made a play to react. And I thought, as you said, girls just did a great job defensively, talking, communicating, and that helped to keep us out of foul trouble.
I don't have your score or your schedule in front of me. I forgot to print that off earlier today, but obviously this sets the tone for a tough Heritage Conference schedule coming up. Can you sort of maybe overview what's coming up here in the horizon for you guys?
Yeah, we talk one game at a time. We got West Shamokin on Friday. We'll enjoy this one a little bit, but we got to get right back to work. West Shamokin's the team going over there. You're playing on that open end where it's a little bit tougher to shoot. And, they're going to play extremely hard. They're going to play extremely physical. So we're going to get back to work. We watched a little bit of film on them just getting ready for River Valley, but we didn't really get a game plan in yet for them. So, it starts with West Shamokin. It's going to be a big game. And then, lots of big games ahead. We're going to have United next week. I know we have, obviously, Homer-Marion Center and River Valley again. And, every single night, if you're not ready to play, we've seen that already. If we're not ready to play, we can be beat. That's something that we talked about at the tournament. We felt like we could beat Central Cambria, but we just didn't go out and play very well. And credit to Central Cambria, they did, and they played extremely hard. So we know we're going to get every team's best shot. So we got to be focused and just one game at a time. And West Shamokin's our focus now.
Well, Coach, just from sitting up here, you got a very exciting team, a very good chemistry among your players, and we kind of knew that coming into the season. It's going to be exciting seeing what they can do the remainder of the season, and I'm sure that in a couple of weeks we'll see you at the KCAC.
We know we have a lot of work to do, and it's something that we talk about all the time. That's one of our goals, but we know in order to make that happen, we got to have short-term goals. It's just getting better in practice each day, getting better each game. As I said, I really enjoy having this group of girls. You can see them coming together on the floor. I thought, we talked at halftime about how we got to be talking, communicating, and not only that, you see us actually smiling, giving high fives, helping each other up, and that makes a big difference whenever you're in those close games against really good opponents. You're going to have each other's back, and I think we have a bunch of girls in that locker room that have confidence in one another, and they just really did a great job playing together tonight.
Without a doubt. Coach, congrats on the win tonight. Enjoy it for now, and then we'll pick things back up on Friday.
Thank you, Jake.
Coach Jason Malosier of the Penns Manor Comets. You want to hand your headset off to our player of the game, one of many, but we'd be remiss if we didn't talk to Alyssa Aldemus, leading scorer tonight. Alyssa, just a fantastic win for you guys tonight. Really, you guys exploded and outscored River Valley 22-7 that second quarter. What clicked for you guys from your perspective?
I don't know. We just kept finding each other and made sure we made the safe pass and got the ball to each other when we were open. Just didn't let up.
It seemed like tonight you guys played a very team-oriented game of basketball. Summer picking things up in the second quarter. Sarah in the third, you in the third. Obviously, everybody else in her mix there. Talk about the importance of sticking together and how this chemistry has really helped you guys.
We really focus on just trying to make sure we help each other, and when one person's down, we keep them up and look for each other, make sure everyone gets the ball, and just keep playing as a team no matter what happens.
I talked with Coach Malosier before the game, and one of the things I asked him was, when the calendar flips over, things start to get a little bit more intense because you got the road to the KC in the back of your mind. What would it mean for you to get this team back at the KCAC here in a couple of weeks?
It would be great. I would love to get there. Losing my freshman year doesn't really feel so great, so I'd love to get back there and have another chance. I think we have a great team, and I think we have a good chance to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I told Coach you guys just look like a fun group. He mentioned how you guys were smiling after the game. Again, just going back to that chemistry point, it just seems like, coming into this season, you returned a lot of the same players from last year. You lost a couple, but at the same time, you returned a big group of the nucleus. And you think that's maybe helped you guys get to where you are this year?
Yeah, we're always together. We all summer long we keep doing stuff together, and just seems like we're together every day and just get to know each other very well and keep playing all the time.
Well, Alyssa, I'll tell you what, congratulations. This is my first time watching you guys this season, but I'll tell you what, it was a very worth my while being here, watching you guys on the court. It's going to be exciting to see what you guys do here in the coming weeks, and I'm sure we'll see you at the KCAC.
I hope so.
That's Alyssa Aldemus of the Penns Manor Comets, and And we're also joined by Sydney Schaefer tonight, really helping out, sort of directing the ball to help set up her teammates. Just give me your thoughts, Sydney, on this team's really big group win here tonight.
We've been working really hard, just making passes and making sure if we get down, we get right back up. And we've been just trying to make the right looks and keep everything up.
Sydney, this is your senior season. Alyssa commented about it's been a while since you guys have been at the KCAC. I'm sure that has been like the biggest motivating factor for you guys so far.
Yeah, we've been trying to get back there ever since my sophomore year. And we just got to keep going, keep practicing, and we can't let this win affect our next games. We still have to keep getting up and keep working towards that goal.
From your point of view, how is the game sort of changing? In December, you go through all these tournaments, you go through a lot of games to maybe shake some of the rust off from the off season. Calendar flips here in January now, and things all of a sudden start to pick up.
They definitely start to pick up. They get more intense. Every game, it could go either way. We can't take any one lightly at this point, and you never know who's going to win, so we just have to keep getting better.
You never take anybody lightly. You didn't take the River Valley Panthers lightly tonight, the defending Heritage Conference champion. What's it like picking up a win on your home court against the defending conference champion to start the month of January?
It feels good. We just want to keep the wheels turning and keep getting better.
Finish this sentence for me. For Penns Manor to get back to the KCAC, they need to do the rest of the season.
We need to talk. We need to talk a lot and be in help.
Well, Sydney, congratulations on the win. Best of luck throughout the remainder of the season. It's been an honor watching you guys tonight, and I'm sure we'll see you here in a couple of weeks.
Yes, we will.
Sydney Schaefer of the Penns Manor Comets, first time meeting her tonight. I'll take that headset right back. We'll take a timeout. More of our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show coming your way next on Cat Country 106.3.
In sports, game plans are essential to the success of the team. The same can be said for the game of life. What kind of game plan do you have to protect your valuable assets like home, car, business, income, renters, motorcycles, and IRAs? When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? The William G. Meckling Insurance Agency can develop a game plan just for you. For a comprehensive insurance review, call the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, 1359 Philadelphia Street, Indiana, because it's always something.
This is Attorney Patrick Doherty. I am pleased to announce the addition of Attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Visit us at 737 Water Street in downtown Indiana to assist with your criminal law, estate planning, family law, and real estate needs.
Does your car need attention? Then head to AMCO of Indiana. They're your total car care headquarters. Whether it's keeping that car running or getting it inspected, trust the AMCO team for all your automotive needs. AMCO of Indiana, Oakland Avenue in Indiana.
Cat Country 106.3.
And we're back here on our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first member FDIC. Penns Manor, a 67-44 win over the defending Heritage Conference champion River Valley Panthers. Coach Rick Brown of the Panthers joins us now on the postgame show. Coach, just starting things off, from my vantage point, it just seemed like things didn't really get settled in for you guys tonight.
No, I mean, it's just cold and an old-fashioned ass-kicking, so that's what that is. So, Jason was ready to play. I don't know if it's working.
It is.
Okay. Jason was ready to play, had his girls ready to play. I didn't have our girls ready to play. We didn't work hard enough. That's on me. That's not on the girls at all. We just weren't in the right spots. That's just bad coaching. So I just got to get better. I thought they'd come out and obviously shooting 80% in the first half or whatever the heck they shot. I mean, that helps a little bit. We couldn't make anything, and we just turned the ball over. Defense, we just weren't doing things we normally do. I thought our press was a little slow tonight, and that showed. So we got to get back in the shape, and we only got a day to get ready. But, yeah, congrats to Jason and them. We were going to try some things, but we just didn't want to try them. So now I'm second-guessing myself. Maybe we should have tried them, but we'll save them for the second game. But Jason, we knew he'd come up with something, so we were ready for that. It's just we couldn't get open shots. We couldn't get people the ball when we needed to, and we were terrible on the board, so we just didn't do a good job of boxing out. But, again, that's all on me, so we got to work on that better at practice.
but it seemed like they just had some trouble adjusting to what they were bringing.
Yeah, I think we knew what they were going to do. We wanted to kind of show some zone, but once we got down, then we kind of got away from the zone because they'll just hold the ball out on top. So he's smart enough to know that. So we couldn't sit in that zone. We wanted to. So, we had to come out and pressure. We had to get some steals. I thought there when we made that little run there in the second quarter, I thought we were all right. And then, of course, I had to lose my cool, get us technical, so I had to give him a point there. I didn't mean the clipboard to go on the court. It was supposed to bounce off the bleachers and stay there, but it didn't. But that was after they stretched it to 11 points and we gave up 3 rebounds in a row, so I kind of lost my mind there. But I got to do better. I got to stay a little calmer, so that's on me too.
Well, one of the bright spots for you guys tonight was Kennedy Kittner. She did a fantastic job from beyond the arc, nailing 3 3-pointers. I think it's her first game of the year where she reached double figures. At least in our book, we have 11. So she was at least keeping you guys in it.
Yeah, I mean, she can shoot the ball. She's the best shooter like I've ever seen. Then I said that, I've been playing basketball for probably 45 years, and she's the best shooter I've ever seen. And no offense to anybody else, but she can just flat out shoot the ball. Getting better on defense and some other things, but she can shoot the ball. I thought Marion came in and protected the ball, did some good things. I think there was bright spots there, so we tried to point that out. We got in a little foul trouble. I think when Alicia gets in foul trouble early, that kind of hurt what we wanted to do in the pressure. Powell coming in there early, that's what I call Kennedy Kittner, Powell. So her coming in a little earlier than we wanted to kind of change things. We had to move people around. I thought Mumal was fantastic attacking the basket as well. We just couldn't stay with her, especially when Tori went out. We tried to front her a little bit, and then we were trying to pinch that and help, and then they were dropping it on the weak side, getting those kind of that little dump there behind us. They probably hit that 3 times. But I give the girls credit. They were trying to come help, and that's what we preach in practice. We want to have help defense. It's just sometimes we had 2 people coming to help, and we were leaving people wide open under the basket. So we'll get better.
Yep, absolutely. And, you got a big road ahead of you. You're going to match up with Penns Manor. Again, you start your schedule in January with Penns Manor, and then you end it with them. But you got Marion Center, a winner over Homer-Center tonight. They continue to take a strong hold in the West. That's going to be a very tough game, but you got a bit of a chip on your shoulder heading into it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think sometimes when you win 7 in a row and win in the fashion we did, maybe you get a little bit overconfident, so we call that cocky, so maybe we need to get punched in the mouth a little bit. But I'll take that punch. Like I said, I told the girls, that's just on me. We weren't prepared enough for everything he was going to throw at us. We weren't prepared enough to get out on those shots and not help. We didn't want to leave Fennel because we know she's going to shoot the 3. I'll have her put the ball on the floor, but we didn't. We kind of left her open a couple times. But again, we've been helping on that weak side defense. We've been helping all the time. But when you give her 6-8 feet, she's going to bury it. So again, we need to get better at that and know who we're playing against. I thought we kind of lost assignments a couple times with some of the new girls coming in. So I got to make sure they understand that. So again, it's just coaching. I just got to do a better job at practice.
Well, Coach, still a lot of time to make up for it, and it's going to make an exciting matchup when you guys host Penns Manor at the end of the month in Blairsville. So tell the girls to get over it and rebound for Marion Center in a couple of days.
Yeah, we told them they can be PO'd for this evening, but as soon as this evening strikes midnight, then they just got to clean it up, and it's a new day tomorrow, and that loss is on me. So we'll just focus and get better tomorrow, and we'll be ready for Marion Center on Friday.
Absolutely. Tomorrow's a new day. Hey, Coach, good luck the rest of the way. We'll match. We'll see 23rd against Homer-Center.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Jake. God bless everybody.
Coach Rick Brown of the River Valley Panthers, and we'll be back to wrap things up next on Cat Country 106.3.
It's a true treasure in Blairsville, a style of eating that's rare, and that's the diner experience. Dean's Diner on Route 22 captures the mood and atmosphere of the old-fashioned family-style eating of the off-road diner. Scrumptious home-style meals you remember growing up with, capped off with Dean's Diner's famous assortment of homemade pies. Why not stop in after the game? Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Dean's Diner, Route 22, Blairsville, the classic diner eating experience.
Mitsubishi has made heating and cooling your home very efficient. With Mitsubishi's Zone Comfort Hyper Heating System, you no longer need separate heating and cooling systems. Contact Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning, Indiana, a Mitsubishi Diamond Preferred Contractor, PA license number 2526.
The home of the 48-cut pizza is Roundhouse Pizza at 132 East 1st Avenue in Derry. Largest pizza pie around. Roundhouse Pizza is Friday and Saturday special, $13 for an unlimited topping pizza. Stop by Roundhouse Pizza in Derry and pick up a pizza tonight.
Today's best country, Cat Country 106.3.
Back with you for the final time tonight from Penns Manor High School. The Comets with a 67-44 win over the River Valley Panthers. Take a look at the final numbers. 3 Comets in double figures. Alyssa Aldemus with 20 points. Sarah Steitler a double-double on the night, 19 points, 15 rebounds. 14 points for Ali Mumah. And 12 points for Summer Fennell. That's actually 4 Comets in double figures. Fennell with 3 3-pointers on the night. 2 River Valley Panthers in double figures. Ava Perschetti led the charge with 13 points. She was followed by Kennedy Kittner with 11 points. Free throws, only 1 for 1 for River Valley. They only had only one opportunity at the free throw line. They made it work. And for Penns Manor, they were 6 of 9 from the free throw line. I have some people we want to thank tonight. I want to thank Garrett Clark back in our Mount Pleasant Window and Remodeling Studios for piloting the 747 tonight. I want to thank Laura Slebodnick for our statistician. Did a great job tonight as always. I want to thank both coaches for their time. As always, we want to thank you for tuning in and making us a part of your Wednesday festivities. Next time we'll be on the radio with the girls team. For River Valley will be the 23rd when they host the Homer-Center Wildcats. We'll have some boys games in between, so stay tuned to our Cat Country Facebook page for more information on that. But for all of us, my name is Jake Slebodnick, putting a bow on tonight. And Penns Manor with a 67-44 win over the River Valley Panthers. This has been a production of Cat Country 106.3.
You've been listening to an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3 FM. Tonight's game was sponsored by Hutton Blues Insurance, S&T Bank, Dean's Diner, Indiana Regional Medical Center and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Luther Ford Lincoln, La Mantia Produce, by Marion Center Bank, Joyce Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Young & Associates, the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, and by First Commonwealth Bank. The proceeding has been a presentation of Cat Country 106.3 FM.